at a shutdown and you need a way to either change the work orders or show the things that are overdue as due now. Or even the work orders have just built up over time and you need a fresh start. So this is how you would do it. In this scenario, all of these are well past due. Yours probably won't be this past due. But you see this first weekly service, BH005. You can click on the work order and you can hit ignore. That will cause the work order, this one specifically, to ignore and to bring up the next one that generates. This is a great method if you are not that far behind, because then you can see that the work order was quote unquote skipped and the new one was generated. The problem with this method, if your work orders are significantly past due like these ones, is with something like a weekly service, the next week is going to become due. In those cases, you may not want to have your due date be for, coming up again in the week, because it's going to show very past due. It's only going to be a week less than this. And we'll probably find it down in this list again. If it was a yearly service, it might make sense, seeing as how this one was only due about 4 months ago. You could go into this yearly service, hit ignore, and the yearly service for 9/28/2024 will become available. It's probably on this next page here. But once again, in the case of this weekly service, we might actually just want to move the due date so it is due this week. So in this case, I'm going to go into the work order. I'm going to change the due date to this Friday. Make sure to change your year. Oh, it's January. So today's the 17th. We want it to be done by the end of the week. You'll see the new due date and you'll hit save. You'll want to make sure that the tasks are also updated. So this first option is correct. Now we can see that this is due in 2 days rather than the 465 before. This is probably the best method because it's going to show that your items were not overdue and they were taken care of on time. And as soon as this one is finished, then it will regenerate correctly based off of whether you have the rules set up to generate off of the time completed or the last due date. So this is probably the best. The only disadvantage to this is it's not going to show that time that was lost, but it does get you back into the rhythm of things.